Alright, playing another field test game. This time I'm still running the same deck because I didn't get time to build a new deck, but I might as well run it back. I mean, there's still a few cards that I want to get more play with. And this hand does, it has explodable, it doesn't have the right colors. I'll mulligan this. And this hand is good. So I'll bomb one of the Yorihimes because I only need two of them. And just transcend. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, we're rolling again. Sure. I guess I'm gonna play then. I mean, I do need white, so I guess this is cracking for white, and then this is cracking for green. And Goddess of Bomb actually color fixes me, but I'm just going to run out Mike first because I want to get out my treasures. I wonder if I try to turbo out the turn 3 Hina. Like, I feel like, yeah, turboing out Hina is probably better than turboing out Yorihime. Ichord round, what does that do? Okay, I mean, it's a mad dork that has upside. So, put in the plains, forest, okay, that's good. I always play Mike here. There's no point in playing anything else. And yeah, I mean, I get to slam one of my 4 drops next turn. They're going to start using this thing to mill. This thing, interestingly enough, this thing is not actually a mad ability, so casting cards with it could be awkward with the timing. I wonder if this thing should be a mad ability, like just tap, mill card, add that. I mean, I guess there's probably reasons for it to not be a mad ability because mad abilities that move cards from hidden zones to other zones have kind of weird rules around them, but I feel like this is even more unintuitive. What does this do? It makes thing and then does more stuff after. Okay, I mean it's 3 mana, put 3/4 worth of stats on the board, but that's fine. Misamaru. I can just run out Misamaru instead of running out one of my 4 drops. Does that do anything for me? No, not really, right? I mean, it's 5/5, so it can block these guys pretty well. I don't know how my opponent's going to mess with my board state. You know, I guess I keep the treasure around. The problem is that, well, no, I go Misamaru and then Hina next turn. I mean, I can Hina this turn to get 2 guys, and then that name builds Misamaru for next turn. I guess I'll just play Misamaru and keep the treasure around because that opens up more options for next turn. And this also disincentivizes them from attacking, because if I just play out Hina, I can't actually trade with any of these guys. Well, I mean, it's a 3/2, so it does block this thing. I think having a 5/5 is a lot better at blocking than a 3/2 and some 1/1s. Okay, if they're just going to swing, I don't mind. Okay, they're going to do this. They're going to mill. What do they mill? No, I just this here. Okay, so it's a 2 mana 2 drop with the protection ability and some more text on that triggers on hit. This thing is a 2 mana thing that attacks, triggers, pull. Okay, interesting. And none of these things seem too threatening to me right now. Timberrain, huh? Fetch lands are in fetch lands are in one of the pools. I'm not sure if it's in my pool. I didn't really bother like doing much for mana base beyond just playing a Wayfarer Shrine in the deck because, I mean, at least get myself Wayfarer Shrines because otherwise mana is absolutely horrible and playing decks with bad mana is not fun. What does this do? By Sapiens, so it's a 2 mana thing that already makes a token on ETB, or it's a 2 mana on rate guide that makes token on ETB with upside. I mean, okay, I'm playing Mike, I can't really complain there. But now, that's convenient. What do I need to remove here? What does this guy do on the back? My attacks, discard. That's kind of scary. I should probably get rid of it. Annie can attack next turn, and they can attack him to Misamaru, which is not actually good, I don't think. Anything else they have? They have this thing. That's just going to get blocked. I mean, so yeah, my options here are Hina or Kotohime to remove something. And I think I want to remove this guy before my opponent flips it and buffs their entire board, because then their board gets a lot harder to deal with. Actually, no, this thing also, or at least 3. Okay, so if they attack with this, then I just block, and then that kills it, and then that I don't have to deal with buffed guys next turn. Yeah, I think it works out better for me if I just do it like this. And I guess we are settling in for a long game here because I can't swing with Misamaru, but that's kind of bad for me because they get to because they get more damage on the backswing. I mean, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't want to swing here. So I mean, my opponent probably also has a bunch of options available to them. They're going to mill with this thing. What does that do? You may, okay, sure. So that thing dies, and it's a collective company, I think, right? Yeah, resolves. Wait, Mistara can copy my opponent's things. Huh. I could have, maybe I could have done something with that knowledge. Yeah, like I copied this thing, and then it doesn't do anything. It makes 2-1. Alright, so this thing comes down. No, this is kind of scary. Deal 3 cards when it dies, return land. Okay. They're playing the board now. So I'm assuming they blow up Kotohime, get this guy back. Which is actually a problem, I think, because yeah, they're going to buff their board after that. So yeah, I could have just played out Goddess of Autumn and held up Misamaru, and then what? When Misamaru, so when they started doing something funny, I used Misamaru to copy something, and then that does stuff. Yeah, like my deck isn't really tech to beat decks that have or that can actually flood the board, because all I have are just dinky, somewhat big creatures. Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, they still need to connect with this thing in order to do anything. Do I want to risk Misamaru? Yeah, I'll take, fine. I don't know what if they're holding a bolt in hand or something. And I guess they have a convoke thing? Oh. Huh. Okay, yeah, they have that thing, and their board is getting really wide now. Their board is getting extremely wide now. Does my deck have an answer to this? No, it doesn't, because I mean, I also missed a land drop for some turns, so like, what's that? I mean, I also missed some land drops for a few turns, so like, there's that. Like, can Misamaru copy this thing? I still need to have a creature in play to use that though, so can I kill this thing's backside? Yeah, it's a 3-1, I can kill that. But then they just swing in with everything. I can Parasol and hold up Misamaru. I mean, so playing Hina doesn't really help, right? It gets me 2 guides and then I can't really block with Hina. I think it's better to just hold up stuff right now. Tsuchinoko. I might have to emergency Tsuchinoko the Parasol. Wait, that's so bad for me. Yeah, if I have to sack the treasure, the Mismar goes down to a 3/3, and that's really bad. So then, yeah, I don't think I can sack anything, so that means I just have to do nothing this turn. Actually, no, it can still work out. So I block, activate Misamaru, copy something, get the token into play, and then have that thing around. They're going to transform this thing. Okay, what's on the back? I mean, they'll transform it, and I'll show. Oh, why? I mean, I guess 4 mana is a fair amount for that, but sure, I guess you can have your Anthem on the backside of the land. And they're going to exile some. I mean, they're going to swing out though, so, and they're not going to flip these guys. So I can block with it. I can like get some blocks down. If I just die to everything though, like that's a lot of Anthem effects. I need to full block, sack the treasure, and then I'm still I don't have anything for next turn to block the next swing. And they're swinging with, yeah, I just die here. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't think I really learned much that game either. Anyways, so removal comes in. Removal comes in. What comes out? Yorihime feels kind of bad. Okay, I trim one Yorihime. Do I trim Parasols? I think I might, because they're too slow right now. I think I'm still keeping with one Goddess of Autumn. And is there any reason if I ever want to Yorihime, and then I'm also math constrained? That doesn't sound like a good reason. I'll just have Parasol instead. I mean, Gods of Autumn also math fixes me the same way that Parasol does, sort of. I think it's better to have Parasol. And this hand has stuff, I guess. Yeah, I keep this, but I'm not super happy, but I have explodable resources. And this deck really wants explodable resources, so explodable actually lets me go from 3 to 5, so unfortunately I don't have a god yet, so I can't Yorihime Mulet Pursuit. And I personally can't wait for the Yorihime Mulet Pursuit kill them plan, but yeah, I'll just open on Forest. I can actually do a Kutaka explodable, hold a treasure, and then that's enough mana to Yorihime Mulet Pursuit the turn afterwards. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And so I guess, yeah, I have to start fetching planes now. Explodable, stick it on the Forest, I guess. I wonder if they boarded in a way to blow up the explodable. Like, they are in enchantment removal colors. They still haven't used their Transcend sorcery yet. I wonder what the dragon is that they're using to enable this thing. I don't think I've seen it in game 1, unless I wasn't paying attention. So they have Mask Smith. Okay, excel target card. Oh, this thing blows up my exploitable resources. Alright, I guess I get one treasure out of this thing, which I can't, which is still alright. Yeah. I will be able to do the Yorihime Moonlit Pursuit play next turn though, which I'm very excited about. Oh, actually, doesn't Kutaka sort of screw them up? Yeah, sure, brought in more copies of her then. So they attack. Yeah, I'm leaving around Kutaka. And they're just going to hold up this thing. Alright, I mean, if you're going to give me more free treasures, I don't really mind. Oh, more Yorihimes for, I guess, if this first one doesn't blow them up enough. What do I want? I don't have a second Kutaka, unfortunately. I can just grab Hina, or I could grab Misamaru. I mean, Misamaru seems fun, right? Is that better than Hina? I mean, Hina comes down and floods the board, but Misamaru is big. What's happening next turn? Next turn I can do Misamaru Yorihime, or Misamaru. I'll just grab Hina. Like, that thing's probably more value than Misamaru right now. So they are holding up mana. I don't know if that means they have removal or something. And if they instant speed remove by Yorihime, that's actually absolutely gigantic blowout, which I don't actually want to happen. So I guess that means I can afford to wait until they tap out. You know what, screw it, let's go for it. If I get blown out, then I mean I got too greedy. But yeah, let's see if this works out. Ooh, it did. Okay, well they're down to 6 life now, but I am out of stuff. I mean, no, I have some pretty good follow-up. Next turn I just play Hina, and if my Yorihime gets killed, I play a second Yorihime and fetch Misamaru, and they concede. I mean, they got flooded apparently, so can't really say much about that. I guess I board out some Misamarus then, if Kutaka is going to be better than Misamaru in this matchup. Or is it that much? Yeah, I guess I go with this. Maybe I do this instead. I mean, Yorihime was pretty good there, but that was also because my opponent didn't, like, if my opponent had any removal, I would have been super punished with that play, so I don't think Yorihime is that busted. So I think this is also one of the matchups where Or actually has text other than just being a treasure deck Grave Hates. But I'm not exactly sure how to take advantage of that, so I'll just leave it be for now. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess too many Yorihimes isn't that great. And this hand, that's a lot of Moonlit Pursuits. I mean, I guess I keep it. I got turn 1 Blood Drive. Although not at turn 1 Blood Drive into turn 2 Kutaka attacking the treasure. And then I'll see where it goes from there. I might actually have to sack the blood token to loot, because if I run out, or if I don't find anything better to do. Well, that's, yeah, it's looking pretty likely that I'll have to actually sack the blood token. I mean, turn 1 Blood Drive, this is pretty good value. So I guess, yeah, I do kind of have to run out Kutaka early, just as a blocker. I wonder if, I mean, so I could end up using Moonlit Pursuit on defense, which would be funny. What? Oh, okay, yeah, it only costs 3 mana. In top 10, wait, it only costs 3 mana. Is that balanced? I mean, they did ramp it out though, and so like curving a mana dork into this is super powerful, which I guess is probably answerable enough, but I feel like this could definitely, like, this is extremely swingy. This card is extremely swingy, where if you get early and you flip the right combination of cards, then your opponent literally doesn't get to play the game anymore. Antler Mill 3, okay, so, I mean, they didn't get anything super great, right? It's a 1 mana, it's 3/4, that's not good. Misamaru, well, I mean, a 5/5 does tussle with the 3/4, at least. Yeah, I think I'm forced to just run out Misamaru right now, as a blocker. I mean, Misamaru can cop opponent's creatures, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, I'm hoping that they don't have removal. Next turn, like, if this thing survives, I guess next turn I just hold up Misamaru plus a mana and then start copying their Antler Weavers, because at least that thing puts bodies into play on ATB. And maybe it brings back a 1-drop. I don't have 1-drops in my deck. Okay, so I guess it just mills me and puts 1/1s into play. They're just going to attack. Sure, I guess I'll leave that thing around. I don't want to give them free lands. What does that do? Choose a color, sacrifice. Okay, so it is just, it's basically a bounce land. Equalize it. What does that do? Whenever a creature was less of power. Okay, just some triggers and stuff. So what's a funny thing to call? Oh, exploitable resources. That makes life a lot easier for me. But yeah, I think I'm leaving up Misamaru and then finding. So they swing out at me. I copy this guy, I guess. Whatever. It's lesser power than it, right? So if I copy this, then basically everything lets me equalize, which doesn't really do much for me. Other play is what explodable. Like I can't explodable into stuff. I can just run Kutaka out as a Q3. I mean, it does shut down the graveyard. Q3s doesn't really block that well though into this board. I can Melee Pursuit. That doesn't do anything. I think maybe I should have ran out Kutaka just to prevent shenanigans from happening. Yeah, I guess I just explode and hold up Misamaru because I can't think of anything better to do right now because thinking is hard. Like if they swing out, I block. Or if they only swing with one thing, I copy Antler Weaver and make a 1/1. Oh, I mean that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to copy that if they don't do anything else because that also protects my guys. So then, why does this token have so much reminder text? So I can copy that thing. I don't think I want to though, right? Like I don't have that many good things to equalize unless I get stuff off the top. Can Antler Weaver to get a 1/1. That doesn't do too much, but maybe it does something. Like it enters mills, enters. What does random equalization do for me? Not much, right? Like this is definitely copying something. Actually, I can do this, and then now that lets me equalize the stuff I get off Antler Weaver. So yeah, so that actually I think that works out for me. Tsuchinoko. Oh yeah, I can equalize the Tsuchinoko now. Okay, so what do I have access to this turn? I can Kutaka into Tsuchinoko, but I think I'd rather. I want the Kutaka just to turn off any graveyard shenanigans they might have. I mean, yeah, so Kutaka hold up Misamaru. Misamaru to Antler Weaver to get a 3/2, possibly. And Tsuchinoko would help me for next turn, but I think I just want to get Kutaka down. Yeah. Do I want to equalize that? I mean, well, how do my stats line up right now? Yeah, 3/3. I don't think it does, or I don't think I want to not equalize it. I'll keep it unequalized. Yeah, and then I just pass. Okay, sure. I think my main worry right now is that they just play this thing, right? They have mana to play this thing, so then that gets an overrun. Do I die to overrun right now? I don't know. So I copy Antler Weaver and equalize the token I make off of it. Uchinoka can actually oh, they're swinging out. Oh, is this instant speed? No, it's not. How easily can they get extra damage? Like I don't want Misamaru to die, right? Because Misamaru dying would be really bad for me. This attack would not make sense unless they have some way of punishing me for blocking here. So, like, how much do I want to play around possible blockers? Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's actually keep Misamaru safe. Are they going to do this? They let it happen? Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make a 1/1, which immediately gets equalized. And actually, that still doesn't trade with that, so I guess it lets me get this thing off the board. I mean, that's a really roundabout way to get that thing off the board, but I mean, it works, and it does it without exposing on Misamaru to damage, although that means their overrun becomes more pressing. Oh, okay, yes. See, I played around that. Wait, they would need to sack 2 things to blow up Misamaru from this range, so I think it's fine. Okay, yeah. Are they going to spend time blowing up Kutaka though? No, they're just going to throw 2 things at Misamaru to get rid of it, which makes sense. Like the sacked itself. Okay, well Misamaru is finally dead now, and Kutaka does not control the board. Doesn't control the board as well because it's only a 2/3, and they're going to do that thing. Okay, well, and they get to get stuff on board for an overrun that comes down next turn. Oh, Maximus, that's pretty bad for me. They're going to grab another one of these guys. Interesting. Find prison. Okay, sure. So that, I mean, that is a pretty interesting. Oh, it has ward. I forgot that Kutaka has ward. But yeah, I mean, like they have the Ingest Infinity lineup for next turn, and I have no good ways of stopping that. And I just die if that happens. So yeah, they're not going to equalize. Oh, only once per turn. I see. So I mean, I'm relying on top decks now, but I do have good top decks here. Mike Tsuchinoko. That gets down a bunch of things on board. Is that enough to prevent an overrun from killing me? So what? They sack this thing. That's 5, 5, 5, this doesn't have defender. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that kills me if they overrun. So I think that means I need to sack the blood token to loot because I need to like find an answer to this. And I think the answer would be like something along the lines of Kotohime, but they have this guy protecting their guys. So I don't actually have an answer to this board state. I think I definitely could have played Misamaru better that game. Maybe instead of like copying this thing, I could have just copied like the antler weaver a few more times instead of trying to do the cool equalize thing. So I mean, Mika can make it 1-1 and then get it equalized, and Tsuchinoko it gets a bunch of guys on. It gets 9 toughness on board. If they overrun, none of my guys are trading, so I need to throw away my whole board to survive, and then that I'd probably lose after that. You know, this is what happens when you open with 2 Moonlit Pursuits in your opening hand and nothing to do with them. I actually do have enough mana to sack a treasure first, or sack a blood first, right? Sure, let's just do that first then, because this might save me or something. That's another Mike. That doesn't do anything. All right, sure. I guess that's what I have to do now. I'll grab a second planes or something in case it becomes relevant later on or something. But yeah, I mean, I just die here to their overrun. Unless they can't cast overrun. No, they definitely can cast overrun. Oh wait, this is. Oh, so it turns out copying this is actually completely useless because I read it the wrong way around. I thought like it was supposed to be greater power to equal. Why did I think that? I think oh yeah, because I thought it was lesser power referring. I thought the lesser power referred to the card itself. So that means copying that was absolutely useless and why and yeah, that was a waste of a Misamaru activation. So I definitely should have Misamaru something else. Like I could have Misamaru this thing, but I don't think it was useful. I think the best thing for me to Misamaru that turn was to that thing just to get some more 1/1s into play. Yeah, but like now I'm just dead. Wait, are they not? Oh, they're sacking the equalized thing. So am I just dead here? I'm pretty sure I'm just dead, but I mean, would it been better to block with Misamaru first? I'm not sure. What, this is like super lethal right now? 15, 17, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's actually Xaxes, right? Block, 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 block. Yeah, it's actually Xaxes, which I didn't expect. But yeah, I didn't really understand my cards well enough. But yeah, I also did not realize that Misamaru copied the opponent's stuff until this game. I might play a few more games with this deck just to see how powerful Misamaru copying your opponent's thing is, because like that definitely seems like something that could be super swingy. I'm not sure if like that means that this card shouldn't be copying your opponent's things, because like when I read the card, I completely left. Like when I read the card, I just naturally shortcutted to it only copying your own things because that feels like what it should be doing. But like if it copies the opponent's things and it actually plays better that way, then that's good, I guess. It certainly makes it a lot better or it certainly makes the ability a lot more relevant in my deck, right? At least because my deck has nothing good to copy. I mean, actually, no, it just makes Mismar pretty trivial to turn on against a creature deck, right? Just take a turn off. I mean, taking a turn off could be not that easy when you have a 3-drop that you'd rather block with as a 5/5. I mean, it also copies instant speed, so it's not like you don't have. So you definitely can just leave it back as a blocker and then use the copy when you feel like it. You know, I think I'll just like continue playing this card a bit just to see how I feel about the copy ability and working on opponent's things. Any other things? Well, I mean, I got the Moonlit Pursuit, Yohime, or the Moonlit Pursuit Yorihime thing going off in game 2. I mean, that was pretty fun, although my opponent was mana flooded, so it didn't make that much of a difference. And I mean, Kutaka has been pretty good so far in my games. Like not even as a sideboard card, just as a main board card. Like 3 mana 2, 3 flyer, or maybe it just means that my deck is still lacking for more. My deck doesn't actually do anything or isn't focused on anything strong enough where you kind of need to play 2, 3 flyers so that you can contest the board. I mean, Kutaka randomly having War too. It's something that I don't notice at all, or something that I completely forget about. But my opponent can't forget about it. So probably like annoys my opponent a lot, or it annoys my opponents a lot. But I don't actually realize that's annoying my opponent so much because I don't realize that it has ward, and then playing like it doesn't have ward. Otherwise, yeah, nothing more to say right now. I'll play some more games with these cards and see how I feel. But anyways, my phone's talking to me in chat, but I'm not focusing on them right now because I'm trying to say my own things. I guess I'll like just concede the game now and so that I can talk to them afterwards. But yeah, so that's the game, and I'll probably see you again next time.